Hello and welcome to another edition of the Eternal Journey. I'm Feln Elves, and today we're going to take a look at some Mask Maker Elves. So maybe a bit of a misstep was that this set, there is a little bit of an Elves meta theme, wasn't really fleshed out, so I'm going to imagine that'll be coming either in the campaign in a couple of months or in the set 6, probably halfway through the year now. But you know, we'll make up with what we can do, because we do have some powerful cards here. We've got Zende the Heartbinder, which I do think is real powerful. I assume that this 4 or less has to be there, because otherwise you just play it in your Feln control deck just to have it as like an old Vara, where it just get back champion of Cunning. And then like a 4/4 fly for 6, it's a bit limited bomb, but in a constructed, when you start turning that into a 6/4 flyer for 6 that also brings the champion of Cunning, that's getting a bit spicy. So I do also think that Rhysta's quite good as well. Rhysta being unable to block is weird. I'd much prefer this was reckless and can't block, because can't block so awful. But it does have some effect of draw Sigil from your deck, and it's got Empower. We've also got like a bit of an Empower sub-theme because of Tavia as well. Not sure how many of the other cards in this deck are actually good, but when you sort of put them together, you have a little bit of a nice synergy. It's got like Lethrai Skystrider with Zende, because Zende can get Skystrider back, and Skystrider will put cards from the top of your deck into your void, which gives sort of you targets to put Heartbinder back up. We're trying to trigger the putting 2 elves back into play by using Lethrai Hideaway. So this is just like a 2/1 for 2 that late game has some implications, because you can give some of your elves more power, but also it is a relic for Zende, and this is why we've actually got an Elvish Swindler in the market, because when you summon Elvish Swindler, you'll play a relic of your choice with cost 2 or less from your deck, so it will play the Lethrai Hideaway. It doesn't sound like a lot, but having 2 bodies is really good, and it's kind of nice to merchant into, because you will get a 2/1 and a 2/3 with the Lethrai Hideaway. So if you've got like a champion in play, having multiple bodies is really good. But other than that, I think it's just like a nice little synergy, and I generally am more interested in having the Elvish Swindler in the market than having like a Lethrai Hideaway in there, because we're a little bit starved for 2 jobs. We've not really got too much going on. And then the rest of the market's all pretty straightforward, just like Rindra's Choice, Haunting Scream, just recursion, and like a removal spell or counter spell. Black Sky, if we're playing against anything that's sort of tokeny, should be able to take over the game, because we do have like Dark Return to be able to bring it back. And then Savager, I just think, is a really nice removal spell, especially with things like Champion, as you can perhaps even get like lethal with it, because if you've got like a huge champion, just Savagery it up, kill your opponent's threat and just like kill them, or just your champion of having overwhelm from that point onwards is just, yeah, it's pretty decent. So let's go on to the ladder. Paula's going to play a couple of games of this one, but before I go, the reason Mask Maker's in the deck is because if you turn Mask Maker into an elf, you can get him back with Zende. So that's generally why he's in here. Would like to have played more, but I think Vara's probably better. And I'm not feeling too bad about having 10/4 drops, because we do have Rhysta to sort of help us out hitting that 4 power, as well as sort of like playing 27 powers and some strategizers. So here we go. Okay, so we do have Zende as a pledge card, but I do generally prefer a player, especially in the late game. So I think this actually is a keep, but maybe we do sort of pledge Zende here, because we can get more because we've got Strategize. But then if we do hit our 3rd power, then Rhysta helps us get to our 4th, so I think we'll keep this and not pledge. I think that's probably fair. And then if we miss, you know, we'll just Strategize for our 3rd power. It's pretty easy to get our 4th with the Strategize. If we do flood for whatever reason, that seems less likely. So we can just annihilate this. If we play Tavia, we won't be blocking next turn, because this will no doubt be a 3/3. But let's just get our threat into play. Opponent could be playing Mono Justice here, in which case they've probably unlikely to have sort of an answer to this. And as the game goes along, if they've not got much in the way of overwhelm, then hopefully just putting 2 of the 2/1 Dark Elves into play every turn could be enough to sort of jam up the board and let us perhaps win with some flyers. Yep, although you can actually be a little bit more aggressive in terms of trades here, because we do have Zende. Mask Maker, not quite what we're looking for. So Strategize. If this is Mono Justice, then Rindra's Choice probably not going to be doing too much for us, so I think we'll probably get rid of that. Now what? We attack you back for free, so sort of fine with this, a little bit of a race. Our opponent had a pause there, so maybe it was Defiance, but probably it's just like a Finest Hour or something like that. Right, so I feel foolish. They must be playing like Rakana with Hojin or something like that. Well, I think Hojin's definitely the better target to try and kill. So what else do we have here? We can grab Rindra's Choice if we do actually need one in the end. Maybe we'll just get Savagery in a bit. Well, we can't quite play it quite yet, but I think we'll play Mask Maker for now. Getting Mask Maker down as an elf is sort of fine. If we attacked here, our opponent, if they Finest Hour, this becomes 4 toughness, and then they get the power, so it becomes a 6. So no attacks there. Just sit here with my 2 free-frees. I think next turn we're probably going to Rhysta, and then we get to Annihilate as well. But I think I'll block here because then we get to kill our opponent without them getting to ramp up, I guess. Or kill our opponent's unit. Because if they want to trade here, I'm more than happy with that. If they want to use a Finest Hour to save the 1-1. Okay, so they do have a trick. But it's not worth using on the District's Infantry. That's interesting. We could give up our board just to definitely kill this, and then we get to use the Annihilate and whatever else. So, yep, Finest Hour. So how big does this get now? It's got +2/+2. Yeah. Okay, so like exactly 6. It's got another trick as well, like a torch. Not another Finest Hour. Yes, feels sort of fine. Maybe this would have been better next turn. But we did get to dig a bunch of resources off the opponent. The old no block clause as like a why though. As we do another Zende, it probably would have been slightly better for us to have played this one as a pledge, but here we are. Okay, so opponent is going to get the power here, and they're going to get to empower. And also, we don't get to block, because this card can't block for some reason. Warhelm, that's gross. So, best way of preventing damage here. I mean, we don't. I suppose we're going to set up and just get like a Black Sky Harbinger, and just sort of hope that we're able to get our opponent. Okay, well, Vara's also good. Well, I suppose she's attacking because there's no difference. Yeah, Vara's probably pretty good here. I'm probably just like give up a 1-1 if they just don't want to deal with this. Oh, if they've got Vanquish, they can just allow it to be 5-6. Okay, so we may as well attack here. And then I suppose we'll just be playing Zende on Mask Maker. Okay, so opponent looks like they've pumped the brakes a little bit now. Would really like a Skystrider. We might hit. Yeah, let's try Skystrider. We might hit a decent spell like a Suffocate or something. Oh, okay. So we've got Dark Turn. We've got anything that's worth Dark Turn. Not too much, but I would like to Dark Turn the Vara eventually, I think. What else did we get? Just a Vara. Okay, well, I suppose there's no point attacking now because we'll just give it up just to give up on the Power Knight. I mean, I could have attacked there and then we do it to Dark Turn to guarantee our 6 power drop. Okay, opponent's sort of going for it here. This Surf's Beacon is going to be a bit of a nuisance to deal with. So we go to 13 and we take 1,000,000. Okay, so we're at 1. We're in good shape. So what can we do from here? We're probably just going to have to like Hail Mary here for a removal spell. Actually, no, we'll get Black Sky, because then if we draw a power, we should be in good shape. We get to block 2 of our opponent's units and Annihilate another one. So we need to hope that opponent just doesn't rip next turn. So if our opponent can actually ultimate this. It's not weird that they didn't ultimate it, because I think we were dead last turn. Huh. Well, how about that? I will let our opponent go for the attack here. Well, go for the ultimate so they can't get to do anything else. Okay, so they get enough power. So kill this. See if our opponent's got a fast spell. So it looks like not. Trade here. Block here. Sort of slowly keeping in the game. Okay, so this little dude Reno is not the most exciting, I'll be honest. Do we have a 2-drop? So I really want a 2-drop here, to be honest. In our bin. We could also get the Lethrai Skystrider. So let's start off with a Rhysta. So I think we can attack with both of these. And then we can return a 2-drop as a 3/3. Actually, attacking with Vara is probably wrong there. Actually, it's probably better to still get the other Vara, but yeah, so if our opponent doesn't have a power, then we get this fight pretty nicely. Okay, so another Seraph Beacon, so set up for another turn. But now we're at our 6th power, we get to do this. Just no messing around with Zende, just do this. So we're at 8, so I should be in good shape just to start attacking, or at least activating this one next turn. Okay, so we're on the play, and we've got a Crest to try and find a 3rd power. Because like any of these hands are just so much better if you do find the 3rd power, because Rhysta gets you right up to 4. We don't actually have quite a bit of interaction because we've got like Suffocate and the Annihilate, so I think we'll keep this. And we're probably going to scout on the first turn, just like bomb anything that isn't a power. Yeah, Sigil do. It's underplated, which isn't the best really, but if we do get to play it and a Suffocate next turn, then we're going to feel pretty good. So our opponent is on some sort of Decklist Primal deck. I don't know what that could be right now, apart from like Yetis. Okay, so it's also a Feln deck. Okay. This makes sense then. I suppose we'll just... Actually, yeah, we'll just Suffocate here. So this could be like second blues deck from yesterday. Let's check if that's got Ripple Seals in it. So let's just... We'll set up the Hideaway. Put the Feln banner and then just remove this. Just 4/4's a bit big. Okay, cool. So this is looking like the deck from yesterday. Okay, well, Shakedown's not too scary here because our better threats in the matchup are block cost 4. Our opponent taking the nut block, feeling pretty good about that. Okay, so, not going on from the opponent there, but we get to start playing out Varas, sort of hoping that the opponent end just all like choose for him, and then eventually we're just able to get a bunch of stuff back with the Zende. And Zende will be double res because we do have a Hideaway in play. We only have 2 elves though. Okay, the Annihilate pretty good there, but just taking 2 sort of fine. I'm not sure if we just go for the Zende now. Like we're not getting super value off this like Dark Elf here, but it does trade for something. We'll get Rhysta, which gets up to 7, which gives us a power to strategize away and play. Oh, could play this and activate next turn. That seems good. Yeah, let's make a Zende. Also, something like a flying block is probably pretty good because our opponent is like does have Hornet Scream in the deck, I believe. Yeah, They've got 3 in the main, 1 in the market. And then just, I suppose there's like a rapid shot here somewhere, but killing this is sort of fine because we then do get to like Dark turn this back at a later date. Okay, so Cabal Tactic on both was pretty rough, but we don't take any damage. Okay, so Rindra is going to be pretty good here. So what can we do? Try to find a merchant Rindra's choice Rindra, but I think I'm sort of fine with this so far. We're up to 7, which is good. So we can play and activate, but it doesn't really do too much. I think just play Vara. Probably sacks like the 2-1. Yeah. And it's not much in the void for us to do in terms of Haunting Scream. We'll just be like gain 5 off the Vara. I think I'll just get this into play. Get to attack for 5 then. Get a Warcry on. This can't block anyway, so those not to be attacking here. I'm not sure if actually even double block here. Might just be swinging back ourselves. Okay, Suffocate's nice. Well, we've got 2 for 1 off our... uh-oh. Well, we're taking 10. We're taking 14 and trading here. Yep. So we'll go to 3. But it does have Nightfall again. So probably want to strategize first, find some sort of answer for this. Or at least something that can block it. So let's put Shadow Sigil away. Let's Haunting Scream one of the Varas. So this one, I think. Actually, shouldn't Haunting Scream. Should just Dark Returned one. But let's gain some lives anyway. Let's strategize here because we made a bit of a mistake. Okay, well, let's get rid of Shadow Sigil. I suppose mistakes were made here, so let's just make a Hideaway just as something that blocks like 4 points of damage here. And then I suppose when we do get to Dark Turns back next turn, we should be in pretty good shape from there. The 2-1 play is a lot more exciting if our opponent doesn't have Overwhelm there, but we got 4. So unless our opponent's gone and got a Maul. Okay, so. Yep, go and get the Flying Charge Deadly one. So is there anything else we can get as well? No merchants or anything exciting like that. Actually, we can go get Zende. That sounds good. Yeah, I like this better because then Zende's a 5/5. Gets us back 2 bodies. Attack with this because no reason not to. And then next turn, if we survive this turn, there's probably going to make all of our blocks. Then we should be able to win because we've got like a flying charge lifesteal unit. Okay, so opponent has to attack there. Don't think they can get like instant speed overwhelm here, so if they want to do like a rapid shot or something just to get through here, that's fine. Cabal Tactics also fine. So opponent's sacrificing, which is probably correct, and then that'll get us up to 10. I think we just activate here, make 2 more 2-1s, because then if we fade the Nightfall, we're in great shape, but if we don't, we've then got like 4 points of toughness. Just be able to absorb some of this. Yeah, just do this because I don't think they've got like overwhelm in terms of like an actual fast spell. Yep, opponent's had enough. Despite like the bit of a mistake we made in the middle, managed to get there. Okay, well, unfortunately, Rhysta doesn't help with the 1 power hands, so I think it is just a straight redraw here. This actually seems pretty good. Get a Crest to sort of like figure out something for the middle way, but if we can sort of chain these Skystriders, then we should be able to be in good shape. The giving flying is no joke as well, because though most of our top end elves do fly, like our little ones, like the Tavia and the ones that she creates, don't. So you're able to sort of squeeze out a little bit of a victory there. We'll keep the Crest just because it guarantees us being able to play like Vara. Okay, so Skycrag. Not feeling super good about whatever this matchup is going to be like, but let's just get Tavia down. Don't mind trading because whenever you can, it feels sort of good because you do have a Zende to draw to, which will bring everything back. If our opponent torches this, then we take 4, sort of fine. Unlikely to be Haunting Screaming it, although late game you can Haunting Scream it. Okay, well, that's not the best way of dealing with it, but it's going to be a while before we're able to make 2-1s off it. But I think as soon as we can pay the 5, we probably will be. And see, not the best draw. Do we want a 4th power? I think we do. We've got like lots of things to be doing, and then it sets us up to be able to do like a 4 plus a 2 on one of the turns. I think rats. This is the sort of turn that I was just hoping that we would have been facing down a champion so that we were able to do something about that. But we have to take the turn off. Oh, okay. Also, our Lethrai Skystrider is turned on, which is great. So probably sacrifice like a 2-1 here. Okay, so they must have like another Permafrost. That's how that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, so we've got another Permafrost. But next turn, we're able to just like turn things into 2-1s. That's pretty good. We won't actually survive though. Do need to draw like another. Well, can we draw anything off the Skystrider? I don't think we do. Yeah, just direct turn. So it's a no from me. But if we had like a play on 3, that probably would have been a little bit different. I just sort of get rid of our opponent's Permafrost before Vara came out, because Vara can take over the game. Okay, well, again, 1 power hand, so we do need to redraw this. This seems sort of fine. If we're aggressive, probably going to play Lethrai first because I care less about the Dark Elf being removed than I do about Tavia. Because Tavia does scale up quite a bit. Mask Maker here, but like the combo of the token producer plus like the token buffer. Also, we're doing pretty well here in terms of influence because we're already at 3 and 4. So by the time the champion gets out, I should have at least one of the sides turned on. Oh, Bullet Shaper. Playing as like a original kind of rump deck here. Well, we can't attack. Actually, we could have attacked if we'd played Tavia first and then played our power, but yeah. Whoops. Because it is easy to forget because there's a lot of lines of text on Tavia that she does have the Empower that gives you Elves just like a little boost in attack. So I thought it should be 22. Because I'm going to assume that they're never trading this for a token. You just go sort of fine. So now we've got a couple of different plays we can make. We can either get the Mask Maker down, or we can just get out Vara. And I think it'll be Vara here. Now we're probably just going to like eat up our opponent's Bullet Shaper, which is sort of fine really. And Yushkov is going to be a bit of a nuisance, mostly because it pops the Aegis and our champions are Cunning. So, well, Rizen's going to come down, kill Tavia, And that's probably gonna quickly put the game out for us. We can actually, if we mask make on Vara, we can start attacking. I think as we've not got like our token producer in play anymore, we'll just do this. Start attacking with the 4/5. Maybe playing anything at all was like a bit of a mistake there, but this trade's fine for me. We gain 4 lives and our opponent doesn't have a Risen anymore. Because this is like 2 turns ahead of schedule, so. So Maskmaker doing some work here. Maskmaker is now Scion, cool. But if we do like Direct Return it or anything like that, actually it's something that could be missing. Something like a mirror image, because mirror image with like a champion's pretty good. Yep, no blocks from me. Okay, so Yushkov, rats. So we don't have the. Let's just boost this up. Could actually just trade. Yeah, plus. Let's not attack because it gives our opponent additional power as well. Goes up to 7. I'm not sure what they can do 7. Maybe it's like till if it's till game's over. But if they're now in this, oh, Rune Hammer. Okay. Well, killing our tokens are fine for us, but we do have to take the 8 here. Let's play Acantha's Herald. Gets the power, which means that we do get to get to this champions next turn, but we do have to kill this now. Alright, let's just bosh the hammer, get dealt with. Our opponent's going to look like 1,000,000 power now, but okay, the ultimate's already gone, doesn't matter. We take 8, but then we are going to get some big boys, so we're a little bit away from having the Aegis on champions. If we draw a Primal next turn, that'd be pretty good. We do get to trade with one of these if our opponent doesn't have a removal spell, because if they got one, like this Vanquish's Blade should probably be targeted over here somewhere. Yeah. Although, if they'd killed this, we would have died, so give them a bwahaha. Okay, so Annihilate is actually really good. So we get to boop their piggy. And then, well, they can't block, so may as well attack, try and get a trade on. I think I won't maybe give them this game here. So imagine to hang on by the skin of our teeth, just somehow, because, well, both me and our opponent have made a couple of errors along the way. Crack for 7. Okay, touch is fine. Kill Maskmaker. Well, hopefully we're not facing down like a harsh rule. That'd be sort of a surprise. Okay, so we just go in here. No reason to play any power because we don't have any of our power elves out. We'll pop up for 9, and then if they don't have a removal spell, this will go up to 8 next turn because we do have the Lethrai Hideaway. Maybe that was a reason to play a power. Oh, well, Vanquish's Blade's going to be rough here. So our opponent will have a 1/1 blocker. So if we get a removal spell, we can win. Rats. Just in time, see it Cunning. Just activate this anyway, just in case there was like a achievement for activating this like millions of times, but we did manage to lose what ended up being a bit of a close one actually. So skip up, give him the emote, and go on to the deck tech. Okay, so that was Elves. A little bit sloppy play, but it's quite early in the morning for me, and I think this archetype isn't quite there yet, but there is some powerful things going on. I've actually really liked Rhysta. Still wild how this just can't block. That's just really frustrating. I just sort of expected Reckless on this with the Empower, but can't block is just not good text on something that's clearly constructed. I like how we dealt with it with Rhysta, where we just gave it reckless. There's no way that you're realistically going to be giving this like endurance because it's in shadow. So unless you're playing it like an Archboard deck with other spells like 2-cost Trick, Revigorate. But don't think it would be too good if it could block. I think it'd be very good, but not too good. It'd probably be on par with Oracle Instigator, but of course it's only a one-shot draw card rather than sort of repeated. But yeah, there's cool things going on. I like Zende plus Skystrider, and Champion Cunning is obviously just like absurd, and it's probably why Zende did get like the 4 less treatment. But I think I'll revisit this deck when we do get some more elves, so be them promos. If the promos would like them to cost 3 because that's sort of like the missing bit. We've got like a bunch of aggressive 2s, and I've got like a couple of sort of really medium 3s because we've got like Beastcaller, which probably isn't ever getting in, and we've got the Acolyte. I believe that's an elf as well. But the 3-cost 2/1 that gives something -1/-1 probably isn't going to make it into a constructed deck. But I will be keeping an eye on this and seeing how it develops as time goes on. Thanks for watching. I've been That Was Elves. I'll see you around.